How often do you get what you want and you still don't celebrate and rejoice that you got it? From my personal experience, there have been times where I really wanted something, but when I got it, sometimes I wouldn't even realize that I got the thing that I wanted until until sometime later in the future. And by the time this realization comes, I missed a beautiful opportunity to really acknowledge my efforts, really acknowledge what I've done to get the thing that I wanted. So today's meditation is going to be about really, really acknowledging the things that you want when you get them. And why do we acknowledge the things that why do we acknowledge getting the things that we wanted? Because it gives us fuel. And this fuel is what allows us to continue. This fuel is what allows us to keep going when the going gets a bit tough. So first thing to do is to get comfortable. Bring your attention to the body. You want to get started by relaxing the muscles in the neck. You can turn your head clockwise 3 times. And then turn it anti-clockwise 3 times. And then roll the shoulders backwards. Then you can roll them forwards, just to get the body relaxed, just to get the body calm. If you need to shake off any excitement or any tension, you can shake your body and relax. And then find a comfortable seat. You can either sit down on a chair, you can sit cross-legged on a meditation mat, or you can take this meditation lying down. If you choose to take it seated and you're feeling a bit agitated and excited, you can meditate with your palms on your knees facing down. If you're feeling a bit drowsy and you want to energize yourself, meditate with your palms on your knees facing up. And in this position, make sure the back is straight, make sure the back is upright but not uptight. Tuck in the belly slightly to straighten the spine. Relax the shoulders, relax the neck, and close your eyes. Notice the level of calm in the body as we gently bring our attention to the breath. Notice the coolness of the breath as you breathe in at the tip of the nose, and notice the coolness of the breath as you breathe out, the warmth of the breath as you breathe out. And as you breathe out, you might notice your body relaxing. So with every out breath, allow yourself to relax and go deeper. And make sure the face is relaxed. Relax the muscles of the face, relax the shoulders. There's usually a lot of tension there. Make sure your spine is upright but not uptight. as we focus on the breath for a cycle of 5 breaths, starting now. And notice the level of calm that you've reached. And from this space, we're going to go deeper with 3 full breaths. Starting in through the nose, breathe in gently, fully, staying connected to the calm. And then breathe out and make a sigh sound. And as you breathe out, feel the relaxation in the body getting deeper. Feel the body becoming calmer. And in this space of calm, I'm going to take another breath in through the nose, staying connected to the calm. And then another one out through the mouth, making a sigh sound. And feel the body going deeper into the meditative state. Feel the body relaxing. Feel that sense of clarity getting clearer. As we take our third breath in through the nose, staying connected to the calm and clarity. And then hold, and then out through the mouth, going deeper into the calm, deeper into the clarity. And rejoice you're in the meditative state. Feel the body deeper in that state of calm. Feel the state of calm in the breath. Feel the state of calm in your mind. And in this space, gently bring your attention to the space in front of you at the level of your eyebrows. And consider yourself in the presence of your ideal self, the version of you that has overcome everything that you need to overcome, the version of you that is fearless, the version of you that is blameless. This can also be a religious figure. This can also be someone who you aspire to be like. Feel their presence. Make an offering to your guide. This can be physical offering, like beautiful sight that you saw today. Or what really makes your guide happy would be to make an offering of something that you did that you're very proud of. And as you give it to your guide, see the smile on your guide's face. Your guide is so happy. Now, your guide wants to have a conversation with you. Is there anything on your mind that's disturbing you? Something that you did maybe that you're not so proud of? This is your opportunity to let it out and be fully forgiven. So tell your guide something that you did maybe today, over the last week, or whenever that you'd like to purify. And congratulations for letting this be known, letting it out, and to ensure that you can redirect the energy of this unskillful action. Consider something that you can do to redirect the energy from this unskillful action. This can be something small. Think about something small that you can do and a time frame that you can do it in. For example, for the next 10 minutes, I will avoid such and such. See the joy on your guide's face that you were able to purify this. Now consider the opposite. Your guide is very keen to hear something that you might have done that you're very, very proud of, that you'd like to see continue in the future, something that you want to empower. So consider something that you did today that you're very proud of. And we're going to break down that action to make it even more powerful. We're really going to go deep into this positive action. Consider the time you spent thinking about doing this action. Consider the steps you took to actually complete the action. What was involved in what you're calling this action? And rejoice. Imagine yourself on a stage being cheered on for the action that you've done. And the people in the crowd cheering you on are all your past selves. The you from yesterday, the you when you were a toddler, the you in high school, the you who desperately wanted you to do the thing that you did. Imagine all of them in the crowd cheering you on. What does that feel? Now the conversation with your guide continues, and they really want to know, what is it that you would like to know? You're in the presence of the person with all the answers that you need. What do you want to ask them? If this advice that you're going to get is the advice that's going to set you free, if this advice that you're going to get is the advice that's going to solve everything, what would you ask? And thank you, guide, for staying with you and giving you this advice, and ask that your guide may continue to stay. And if you didn't get the advice now, ask that it may come in the form of an experience, in the form of a hidden message over the next day, over the next week, whenever you're ready to receive it. And think of one or two friends that you really admire that you'd like to tell your guide about, and tell them about their positive qualities. and ask that your friends could stay. Ask them to stay in your life. And then ask that your guide come to your heart. And imagine that they shrink to the size of a grain of rice, shining brightly, shining intensely as they come from the space in front of you to the crown of your head and descend down your spine into the center of your heart. And ask that your guide continue guiding your actions so that can be more skillful. And notice the space of the meditation as you bring your attention back to the body by wiggling the fingers, wiggling the toes, moving the shoulders, and opening the eyes.